Unpopular opinion, but you do not have true clarity until your intuition has collapsed the illusion of separation. And right now, this is the winds of change, friends. It's initiation energy. It's that uprooting. It's that dissolving of the fear matrix. And I'm saying matrix because matrix means womb. It means source. It means origin. It is not something that is separate from you. And so many people don't understand when they get into shadow work or healing that your shadows are a frequency. And that is a frequency that is governed by fear. It's a frequency that you're wired with before you ever step into this physical world. And that frequency, it is rooted in survival and fear. In your 64 shadows, they're initiations. Their entire purpose is to embrace, to purify, to heal, and to dissolve, right? What are you dissolving? You are dissolving the illusions of separation. Because survival and fear, they breed victim mentality. They breed separation. And when you say victim mentality, so many people get triggered when they hear that. When they're like, don't call me that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Victim mentality is that idea that you are at the mercy of external forces. That things are not happening through you, they are happening to you. And that is what breeds that separation. And the thing is fear, that web, that matrix, right? It comes from multiple sources. It can come from childhood trauma. It can come from your ancestral trauma or curses, when people talk about breaking curses, right? It also comes from that collective fear and conditioning in the societal bullshit, the systems, right? But if you stop and you think about it, all those systems go back to the mind, right? And they require your belief in them. They require your participation in them. And once you stop believing in them, they dissolve, they collapse. You're no longer a victim to the external forces because these things were always coming through you. But the thing is, you were unconsciously unaware that it was coming through you. Your nervous system, your veil that sees through the lens of separation, starts resonating or tuning in to a frequency that's in like a hijacked state, right? That fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Then your brain, the receiver, right, is tuned into that frequency band. And then everything that's coming in is resonating off that fear. And the thing is, people think fear is just, I'm afraid of, or anxiety, or this or that. Fear is expressed in a multitude of ways. It is hesitancy, it is reluctance, it is doubt, it is feeling unsure, unsafe, unstable. It's the fear of how one is perceived. It's the fear of receiving things. It's that idea that anything worth anything in life has to be fought for, right? Now pause. Now think of all the narratives, the beliefs, the systems, all of this shit that you have been sold, right? That resonates in the idea that you have to fight and do more and persevere to achieve. If that is what your healing journey looks like, you are still resonating within that shadow frequency governed by fear. Now think about that at the opposite and the extreme, right? What is the opposite and extreme? That's that rash, that impulsivity, that's hot-headedness. It's that reactionary energy, right? Where one makes decisions from a lens that isn't clear. It's confusion, it's chaos, it's one of emotional entanglement. That's why the only way out is in. Because what you see outside of you is literally a manifestation of what's in you. Toxic spirituality teaches people that manifestation is this concept that they need to do to achieve what they want. You are manifesting all the time. You are constantly generating, right? You are constantly making clear and obvious in your external world, your reality, what you resonate with. That is what manifest means. Matrix means womb, source, origin. So you came out of one womb into another. frequencies. What are you tuned into, right? Like radio stations. Your frequency is the radio station that you are tuned into. You can change the dial and tune into something else. But you have to dissolve the illusion and the lens of separation. That is what healing is. It's not this superiority, this spiritual egotism. It's not waiting for permission. It's not waiting for the stars to align in a way that gives you permission to finally break out of something. It is about becoming aware. It is about understanding the energy in which you are, and that is what you are projecting out and experiencing. Are you still resonating with fear? Are you still governed by fear? And the simplest question to ask yourself is, do you still see things as separate from you? And I'm going to tell you to use people as an example. Do you still see people? And I'm going to say perceive, because that's what these are. They're for perceiving, like a camera, right? That's another video. We'll do that on another one. What you perceive. Do you perceive people as separate from you? And I'm going to use narcissism right now because so many people resonate with that. Your frequency is tuned in, right? Your antenna is tuned into a frequency that you share with someone else who resonates on that frequency. That's not calling you a narcissist. That's stating that you share a common frequency. It is being expressed in different ways, but it may be rooted in abandonment. It may be rooted in self-worth, right? Those two things, they can be expressed in a multitude of ways on that radio station, right? Up and down, extremes and opposites. But you share a resonance. So many